Well, good morning, my fishing brethren. It has been a while since I've done anything here on YouTube, and I want to vow to you that that is no longer going to be the case. We are back in full swing. Spring is going to be amazing. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and just want to thank you for being patient. And we were supposed to go to the Classic a couple weeks ago or last week, and it just didn't pan out that way. My partner got to go, and he had a great time, and followed him online and did a whole bunch of stuff just as what I could at home. And man, what a great, amazing Classic that was. A wonderful tournament, and a huge shout out to Jordan Lee for back-to-back Bassmaster Classic wins. That's just unprecedented, man. You got two others in that illustrious camp, and just congratulations to that fine young man and all the things that he has done for Carhartt and the bass fishing industry as a whole. Speaking of bass fishing and tournament fishing, we had a tournament this past weekend. It was our first one of the season, and I'll kind of roll some video of what happened. And in the pre-fish and as well as the tournament day, we caught a bunch of white bass, and we didn't do well. We placed second to last. We just didn't find the fish like we wanted to, and it was one of those deals that we knew they were there, and we knew what we had to do to catch them. We knew what the winning bait was going to be, and we just didn't perform very well. So it's just one of those deals. But coming up to a Man Up Monday, what do you talk about? What do you speak about whenever we talk about being a man, and all the different things and all the different topics that we could go through? But the greatest one I was taught this weekend was disappointment, and I was vastly disappointed on Saturday. We went into that tournament thinking that we would be able to place, we'd be able to maybe win it and bring home some money and prestige and the first tournament out of the season, do well, all of that good stuff. You know, between my partner and myself, you know, we've got tons of fishing experience. We thought we were going to do well, and you just go through the day and you don't find them. It doesn't turn out your way. We kind of pulled a skeet reese. You know, we didn't quite get skunked, but pretty much we caught one little scrawny fish, and that was it. And you walk away from that hugely disappointed. And my tournament experience is limited, so I just have last year really to fall back on. But my partner's tournament his history of tournament fishing is extensive. He's been doing it for a long time. And whenever we put the boat back on the trailer and we got it to the ramp, and everybody's kind of meandering around and talking with one another, you know, the dock talk, all of that different stuff, he let go of what just happened on the water. And he was talking with people and dealing with stuff, and he was back to being Earl. And for some reason, I could not do that. It affected me so much, and I carry it over hours after we were off the water. And I did not handle my disappointment well. I sat in the truck and I stewed, and I didn't have a good attitude about it, and I'm definitely a sore loser on Saturday. And what an unmanly thing. What an unchristian way to act around people. It was so bad that people around me actually noticed. And I talked to a gentleman the day after, and I called him about something unrelated, and he said, "Hey man, you seemed really upset, you know, whenever you got off the water." I was upset, but to be able to kind of stifle that down, pick yourself back up, and go on, we really need to be able to learn that and to be able to do that. And how we deal with disappointment is it speaks more to your character than how you deal with success. Success is something that we can all get behind, and we can all rally behind, and we can all feel good about ourselves whenever we're successful. That doesn't really show me very much about who you are as a person, but how you deal with failure, how you deal with disappointment, how you deal with really having a bad day either on the water or in the workplace or at home or at church or wherever it happens to be, how you deal with disappointment tells me a whole lot more about who you are than how you deal with success. And so as a man, we need to be able to overcome that disappointment in our lives. We need to be able to overcome those adversities that come up in our lives. You're gonna fail. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna have bad days. And you say, "Well, Reese, you gotta think positive, man. You gotta think positive. That stuff's not gonna happen." I'm positive that stuff's gonna happen. You're gonna fail. You're gonna mess up. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. And so we have to really be able to step back from those instances and be able to look on those and what can I learn from this experience? What can I teach other people because of this experience? How can I share this knowledge so people don't make the same mistake in the future? One of the things I could share with somebody is fish out of the other side of the boat. We were fishing way too shallow for this time of year. The winning tournament, or the winning bag was caught the same baits we were using, the same presentation, the same style, just a little bit deeper off points. that's something we can learn from. And now going forward to the next tournament, we can take that particular bit of information, we can use that to better ourselves. I didn't handle disappointment very well. My partner handled it very well. He's been doing it a long time, and he's got experience under his belt that I don't have. And you could see that in the way that he handled his failure and the way that he handled his disappointment. I, on the other hand, was quite the opposite. And speaking of failure and disappointment, one of the most unmanly things that you can possibly do is to cast blame. And I had plenty of opportunity whenever I was walking around to talk to people. I had plenty of opportunity to blame my partner, to blame my boater on the failure that we had. And to my credit, and thankfully, because I'd really regret it today if I didn't, but to my credit, I did not do that. I made sure that everyone I talked to understood this was a team effort, that we made the call together, and there was none of this, well, he should have done this, he could have done that, and he misread it, he did the wrong thing, whatever. That casting of blame, that making sure that somebody else is blamed for your mess up, for your failure, that's about as unmanly as you can get. And if you're around people who constantly blame others for their failures, who constantly blame others for situations that they have placed themselves in life, flee from that person. You can teach that person, you can try to mentor that person, but that guy is not going to be somebody that you're going to want your sons or your daughters to grow up around. And it's not somebody that you're going to want in your circle of friends. That victimized blame mentality is about as unmanly as you can get. How do you handle disappointment in your life? How do you handle failure in life? Whenever things go bad, what do? Do you get angry? Do you get upset? Do you dust yourself off and do you go on to the next thing? Learn something from it. Make sure that you capitalize on those failures. Everybody's going to fail. The difference between a good man and a great man is, do they learn from their failures? And do they make the same mistakes over and over and over again in life? And hopefully we can become a little bit better by learning from our failures every single day. That's all I got for you guys this wonderful Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless y'all. Have a great, safe afternoon. Look forward to boat videos. Look forward to tournament videos. We got a lot of stuff coming up this spring. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.